You want a better life? Start BlackMaxxing. You want to be happy? You want to have no worries? Start BlackMaxxing. The sooner you figure out that all your problems disappear once you start acting like a black guy, the sooner you'll find fulfillment in your life. There's examples all over. I can sit here and list out hundreds, maybe even thousands of people that changed their lives through the power of BlackMaxxing. But today we're going to talk about one of the greats. And he goes by the name of John Felix Anthony Cena. Now you may just know him as simply John Cena. The Doctor of Thugonomics! That's what he called himself! He was a black guy! John Cena was a good-for-nothing thug black guy! And look how far he went! John Cena was probably stealing rims in the hood! And he rose to superstardom because he decided to BlackMax. You know, John Cena wasn't always this way. John Cena was on the brink of getting cut from the WWE because he was boring! He was a typical white guy! When John Cena first came into the WWE, there was a wrestler by the name of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, a.k.a. Perk Angle, who was addicted to Percocets. And Kurt Angle, a.k.a. Perk Angle, was challenging hometown heroes to a wrestling match. And out comes a white boy, John Cena! And gives Kurt Angle an amazing match. I mean, he gave Kurt Angle a run for his money. Impressed with his performance, the WWE kept bringing him back, and he kept having wrestling matches with other big wrestlers. But John Cena started to decline because he's boring. He was a typical white guy, boring guy. Nothing special about him, just a white guy that can wrestle. So what? And believe it or not, the WWE was on the brink of cutting John Cena. They wanted him out of here. But one day while backstage, John Cena, who was down and out on his luck, he was finished. The guy was defeated. His career's in the toilet. But John Cena, who's a BlackMaxxer at heart, started BlackMaxxing backstage. And he started rapping. And he started rhyming and rapping and boo-jiving and doing black guy things. And that caught the attention of Stephanie McMahon. The boss's daughter, Stephanie. We know Stephanie McMahon likes black guys. Look at her. She's a freak. Stephanie's from Greenwich, Connecticut. You think she never went to the black part of town? Or the Puerto Rican part of town? She's a BlackMaxxer too. So as the legend goes, she heard John Cena TV. And folks, that was the birth of the Doctor of Thugonomics. That was the birth of the greatest BlackMaxxer that's ever existed, John Cena. And from the moment John Cena came out acting like a good-for-nothing thug black guy, then we saw the meteoric rise of one of the greatest wrestlers that's ever existed. Had John Cena not BlackMaxxed, we would have never heard of John Cena. We would have had the memory of John Cena wrestling Kurt Angle that one time and then wrestling a couple more times, and that's it. Wrestlers in the WWE come and go, come and go. You never hear from these people ever again. That would have been the same fate for John Cena. But because he became a good-for-nothing thug BlackMaxxer, he has a legacy that will never be forgotten in the WWE. Remember, John Cena's up there with The Rock. John Cena's up there with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan. Till this day, John Cena is considered the greatest African-American wrestler that's ever existed. Who's second place? Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry? You're going to compare Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry to John Cena. Is that what we're going to do now? Who else you got? The Junkyard Dog? You got nobody. Nobody's blacker than John Cena. Nobody's more of a thug-maxer, BlackMaxxer than John Cena. And nobody's brought in the numbers to the WWE more than John Cena as a black African-American man. But wait, there's more. Not only was John Cena a professional BlackMaxxer in his career, which helped him skyrocket his career, he was also a BlackMaxxer in his personal life. You see, much like a lot of BlackMaxxers such as myself, BlackMaxxers adopt the same taste in women as black guys. And what are black guys world renowned for when it comes to women? Fat women! There's never a shortage of a skinny, thuggish black guy hanging around with a hood, good-for-nothing, big, blubbery, sloppy mess of a white girl. The fatter the better, and he'll kill for her. You give a black guy a fat white, he'll kill for her. And John Cena is no different, my friend. John Cena, the BlackMaxxer, was involved with a lot of fat white women. And he loved it because deep down inside, no matter the color of his skin, he's still a black guy. So let's go back to a famous interview that was given to John Cena by Howard Stern, where John Cena confessed his love and affinity for fat white women.
Absolutely. You do. Absolutely.
So
Why?
you'll give a mercy.
You're a good-looking guy.
You'll throw a mercy
but it's
Would you, would you ever do a fat chick?
Absolutely. I believe it or not, there was an instance not too long ago where I hit the 280 mark.
You banged the chick. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Let me get this. International wrestling superstar John Cena took home a 280-pound chick.
She took me home. I didn't take her home.
Were you attracted to her?
Absolutely, and the experience was great.
She have a nice face?
She had a nice smile.
Why did you do that? I don't understand.
Well, first it was kind of a challenge set out to me by the entire roster, and it was like it was a thing where you won't do it. Okay, I'll do it, but it wasn't like
she approached you and said, "Listen, would you come back with me?"
There was just like a moment. I'm pretty polite and respectable to everybody, so there was that moment, and then she walks away, and then the boys start getting on. Yeah, you won't do it, and it wasn't like okay, I'll do it. Tail between my legs, going over there. I said, not only will I do it, I'll enjoy it, and I did. It was a great night.
And what was great about when a 280-pound girl takes her clothes off? That's a shockaroo.
Howard, lights on, everything good. No lights off. No, this has to be done. I'm getting out of here. Lights on. It was a great experience.
You saw the fat. You saw it jiggling.
I saw a whole lot of women.
She blew you?
Absolutely.
And I bet it was good because she was grateful.
Great. It was great.
And then you entered her.
Yeah, indeed.
And you have to pull up the flaps of skin to get to the vagina?
It was you gotta know your way around.
You're a real man.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try him with Siobhan. He seems to be able to do it.
I don't know if he'd go that far. Was it Star Jones who you were with? Was it a famous one?
No, but I'd hit up Star Jones.
That would be great.
She's free. I'd hit her up. Yeah.
You would do it?
Yeah.
You do black chicks, white chicks, you don't care?
It doesn't matter.
Wow.
Doesn't.
I want you to notice something. Howard Stern is a rich, influential, powerful Jewish guy. These people don't understand the concept of BlackMaxxing. Because to them, they'll just say, well, I'll just be Jewish, and I'll just be Jewish, and then that's it, I'll be Jewish, and life's great because I'm Jewish. So John Cena tells him, yeah, I was with a 280-pound fat girl, and Howard Stern is in disbelief. He can't believe it. He starts saying, wait a minute, you're a wrestling superstar. You're known all around the world. You're a movie star. How's this possible? What are you doing with a fat girl? Are you crazy? No, John Cena can't say it, but deep down inside he's thinking, bro, I'm literally a black guy. I mean, I'm literally the doctor of thugonomics. Look at me. I'm a thug. I'm a good-for-nothing thug, and I like fat girls. I like giving back shots to fat girls. Oh, you didn't know because you're Jewish. You're not cultured if you don't understand our struggle. You don't know what it is to be a black guy in America. Of course, you're Jewish. You don't know what it is to be living in Jamaica, stuck in Jamaica, trying to make it to America. And then your dream is to get a job at the resort so that when a fat American whale comes along, you quickly seduce her, have unprotected sex with her, impregnate her, and then after get a visa to come into America and you're in love with your fat white woman. You wouldn't understand that because you're Jewish, Howard Stern. And so, you know, this is just more examples of John Cena being the ultimate BlackMaxxer and how BlackMaxxing saved John Cena's life. We don't know where John Cena would have been today had he not started BlackMaxxing on national TV. You know, John Cena was pretty much a loser. John Cena used to live out of the back of his car. He used to eat expired protein powder to survive, and he used to live in the parking lot of a Gold's Gym. Look it up. Look up and say, I'm not making this stuff up. This is real. He used to sleep in his car in the parking lot of a Gold's Gym in California. And he used to eat expired, imagine the farts, eating expired protein powder just to survive. And he would just work out all day. That's stuff that black guys do. I told you about the black guy in the park the other day, ripped to shreds. All he does is have a bum job and work out, and the ladies love him. His whole life is all about eating cheap protein powder and working out and going to his minimum wage bum job. But somehow he's surrounded by the women. His waves are always on 360. The ultimate black guy. And this is why, no matter how successful I get, no matter how rich I get, I'm always gonna want to be a black guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're always going to see me buying a brand new car and put big old rims on the car because I want to be black. The first big check I'm going to get, I'm going to go to the jewelry store and blow it all on an iced out Rolex. Because I want to be black. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody lives a better life than a black guy with money. Look at all the NBA players. Look at all the rappers. As soon as these people start getting money, it's all about orgies and drinking and smoking and iced out rollies and big cars and mansions and this and that. And look, I don't know what else to say. John Cena was on the way out of the WWE. He was a loser. John Cena was BlackMaxxing backstage, was spotted by black guy admirer Stephanie McMahon, was sold to BlackMaxx on TV, and the rest is history. Folks, if you're living a life of despair, if you're living a life of anxiety, depression, a life of misery, give BlackMaxxing a chance, because BlackMaxxing just might be the answer you're looking for.